it's time for my May favorites. I can't believe it's already May. First up, I'm going to start with my favorite moment. Okay, so favorite moment was, I guess a week or 10 days ago, I actually installed ACs in my studio and the other room in Colaba. And man, I don't know why it took me so long to do this, but it just felt like such a huge thing. I mean, all my life, the studio that I shoot in used to be my room as a kid, and I never had an AC in that room ever. And I always felt like, oh, you don't need it, I'll survive without it, I can manage without it and whatever. And we had an AC in my parents' room which used to be put on like sparingly, and we'd all, sleep on mattresses and stuff when it was on. For me, I feel like I've been saying I'm going to put an AC in that room for the last 4 or 5 years while I've been shooting, and I just haven't done it. And then finally, one of my close friends, thankfully, she was moving to a different apartment and she had extra ACs because it was already furnished. And she was like, please take these ACs and put them in your room. So I was like, yes. And I got them installed, and man, it's a different world. But yeah, that was definitely my favorite moment for sure. Up next, we have this guy. Now, this was in my favorite fragrances video. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to link it here. This is the Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato, and it is just so lovely. Okay, so in this crazy heat that we are all going through, I don't know, I feel like this is like the hottest Mumbai has ever been in my whole life, and I'm so grateful that I have ACs now. I don't know, somehow this summer has been so hot that I'm looking for something fresh and light for every day, and I feel like I've used this perfume the most lately, especially even after I filmed my fragrances video. I've just my everyday perfume has become this strangely, and I've just been loving how fresh it is and light it is right now, and yeah, loving this. Favorite song, I'm sure you've heard it 100 times just today on Instagram. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know what it is about this song, but it's just like those feel-good, dancey, happy, getting ready songs. You know what I mean? I like to hear it in the shower. I like to hear it when I'm getting ready. Maybe I should do a get ready with me reel to this song. What do you guys think? But I am obsessed with the song. Okay, favorite local brand today is Studio Metallurgy. I am obsessed with my safety pin earrings, okay? I have some of her earlier pieces as well that I've worn in the past, but these have just become my staple this month. I feel like I wear them all the time. Initially I'd kept them in the Ziploc inside, all of that, but now I feel like I'm wearing them every alternate day, and they are on my dressing table. I just love how cool, quirky they are, how they work with everything, and I'm actually really digging silver as in terms of color now. I was always a gold girl for a really long time, but now I feel like I'm getting this silver vibe and I'm liking it. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite brands, does really cool, quirky stuff and great quality. Loving these, and I love the brand. Favorite movie. Okay, now this one is an amazing movie. It's Laapata Ladies. Okay, I loved this movie. Vaibhav and I just randomly watched it one Saturday night where we were like, okay, let's binge watch something, and it was so good. And I just think all the actors, every character, had their own story, and it was just so beautiful. And it was one of those movies I think that everyone will enjoy. So definitely a must watch. Loved it. Then we have the Laneige Bouncy and Firm Sleeping Mask. Now this for me, guys, has replaced my old sleeping mask, the blue, the water sleeping mask that I've been using for I don't know how many years now. Loving this. Okay, so the consistency of this is a little more jelly like a gel, and it's thicker. If you're looking for something heavier at night, you know, when you want like a nice mask that's really going to give you that glow and like freshness the next morning, this is fab. So I use this twice a week currently. Loving what it's doing. Favorite shows. Okay, first up we have Netflix. Queen of Tears. Okay, now this K-drama is like one that is gonna be those iconic dramas that, you know, goes down in history. I think it was one of the most watched dramas in our current times, broke a lot of records, and it was just a really nice drama. If you're looking for a K-drama to watch that's current, new, and really good, I would highly recommend this one. Then we have a new season of Bridgerton. Okay, just the first part is out. I hate this part situation. Okay, so Netflix, if you're listening, please just give us a whole season or make it like a 20 episode season and part 1 is 10 episodes. That I will deal with. But like, I just felt like it was so short. I enjoyed it. I feel like a lot of people had mixed feelings about this season, this part of this season. Now, wo bhi bolna padega. But I can't wait for part 2. And yeah, I quite enjoyed it like all the other seasons so far. Then we have the roast of Tom Brady. I know a lot of people are on the fence about them and people either love them or hate them. I love them. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I feel like there were some great like comedians that roasted him brilliantly. Also, a lot of his colleagues, people in the sports world, they were just like took it like real sports, and it was just a really fun roast. Then we have Super Rich in Korea. Now, this is a really interesting show because it's kind of like a spin-off of Bling Empire, you know, Crazy Rich Asians, all of those. Like, that's the vibe, basically, rich people in Korea. But there are a lot of expats in this that don't really live in Korea and are back and forth. Like, there's a girl who's gotten married and lives in Pakistan. So there's like bits of Pakistan and then her life in Korea. Influencer from the Middle East who's like living in Korea part-time. So I really like the concept of these shows. Like, you guys know I'm a huge Bling Empire fan. But I wish if they had followed like more locals, like actual Koreans who are like maybe, you know, born and brought up in Korea and lived there. But I still enjoyed the show nonetheless. New season of Selling the OC. You guys know I love reality real estate shows. I watch everything that there is. But this one had a lot of drama. Like, this season was full of masala. And I feel like it's kind of getting better than Selling Sunset. Like, it is in that space where there's more drama. You know what I mean? Then we have Selling OC Ki Behan, Buying London. Okay, another show that just launched. I feel like they do this now everywhere because Selling Sunset has worked. So it's like, chalo, let's do every pocket in America. Let's do every major city. Next, we're gonna have Buying Bombay. I'm calling it now, guys. But I just really again enjoyed the shows, the houses, the drama. So yeah, I watched Buying London as well and I liked it. Then we have an English show that I really enjoyed, which was A Man in Full. Okay, fab show. It's basically about this business tycoon and how he kind of goes bankrupt, and it's a really intense like story and show and stuff, and it's a really good one. Then we have the Ashley Madison documentary. Okay, now this concept only to me sounds like crazy, where I'm like, okay, there's a website for married people to date and cheat, which is bizarre, but I mean, it's really like eye-opening when you watch the documentary and you're like, okay, like this also happens, all right. But yeah, there's a lot of fraud, all of that as well. So it's not just that bit, but yeah, it's a really interesting documentary. Check it out. Up next on Apple TV, we have, as usual, the two shows that I was watching. Palm Royale is over, was really good. I stuck it out right till the end, even with the weekly episodes, and it was really good. The new season of Loot is still on. I'm watching every episode every week. Really like it. I feel like it's one of those feel-good shows that, you know, you can watch and you don't need to think, and there's like, it's just a nice feel-good show and it's just really good. Now, Hotstar has two of the biggest reality shows that I'm into right now. Okay, one is Vanderpump Villa, which we've obviously seen. The new you know, villa where Lisa Vanderpump does this whole pop-up in France and people come stay there. I've watched the whole season. Loved it. There is so much drama, so much Kalesh. It's like one of those shows where you're there for that, okay? And it is just so good. It really delivers. Then the Kardashians are back. We have a new season, and I've always said this. I know people are always like on the fence about them also, and mixed, whether like people don't like them, people like the show. I have watched the show for years, and I just find it really entertaining, and I think they really deliver when it comes to entertainment. It is one of those reality shows which was the first reality show out there, and even today with so many reality shows, it still like holds up and is pretty good. So yeah, I like that. Jio is becoming one of my favorite platforms for really good shows. I have to tell you, now that they've got all the HBO shows on Jio, there's just so much, but I just wish the navigation was better. Honestly, to find the shows is the hardest part. But one of my favorite shows that I watched was The Girls on the Bus. Okay, it is just such a great show. It's about these political journalists that follow the presidency candidates in the US, and it's just a really good show. Like, I was hooked. I was waiting for every episode every week. So good. Then we have a really hard-hitting one, which is The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which Weber, I think, read the book, and there was a movie as well, or a documentary earlier, which we had watched, but this is like a show with weekly episodes, and it's just like, it's not for the faint-hearted, and it's really hard-hitting, but I would 100% recommend it. Then we have Hacks. Okay, now I did not know this show existed. Honestly, they just, like, the current season, I think, is season 3, which is on, and that's when it popped up saying new season or whatever. But I hadn't obviously watched the previous 2 seasons, so I just started watching from season 1. It is so good. It's about this older stand-up comedian who was the first female kind of stand-up comic that blew up, and then this younger girl who starts writing for her, and their dynamic. I finished all 3 seasons this month. Like, I'm on the 3rd season, which is like episodic. Like, right now it's coming every week. And it's crazy. It's so good. Again, one of the like nice shows where there's like a mix of emotions. There's drama, there's relationships, all of that, and it's really good. And last but not the least, we have something new. Okay, so we have a show on YouTube, Piers Morgan Uncensored, which I think must be on TV as well, I guess, in the UK, but I watched it on YouTube. This is his interview with the real Martha from Baby Reindeer. You obviously watched Baby Reindeer by now, like, you have to have watched it. If you've not, what are you doing? But like, oh my god, like, I got chills and like goosebumps watching that interview. Like, watch it. So guys, those were my May favorites. Hopefully in June we'll have some rain and it won't be as hot, and there'll be some monsoon favorites for you guys as well. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and you guys know the drill. Comment below with your favorites from me. Beauty products, shows, food items, movies, songs, anything. See you guys. Bye.